More than a dozen renters are still asking questions and waiting for answers after a massive fire in Bowling Green nearly 2 years ago.
Laura Sandlin is live in BG this morning. Laura, neighbors expected to be back in their homes soon after that fire.
Heather, Sophia, these are the Village Court North apartments, and residents were told that it would only be a matter of time before their homes were rebuilt. But now, 2 years later, destruction still lies behind this locked fence here. One resident I spoke with says he hasn't heard anything, and the company says they've had a string of issues preventing them from getting on track.
June 12, 2024, the day William Douglas and 17 other people lost to their homes when a fire broke out at the Village Court North apartments in Bowling Green.
And I was sitting outside with a friend of mine, and we were sitting at the picnic table, and all of a sudden we heard screaming.
Douglas says everyone got out safely, but his stuff didn't.
I didn't have insurance. And I could have saved more, but I wasn't allowed to go back in my place. Mine didn't burn. I lost my apartment because of water.
The apartments are owned and run by Harbor, a nonprofit that helps people who need mental health resources. Despite the severe amount of damage, Douglas says he and the other residents were promised they'd eventually return.
I always wanted to sue them because we had to be here for medically induced reasons, to be on disability to be here. So they were supposed to take care of us and make sure that our lives went productively.
But now, 2 years later, Douglas says he and the others still wait.
There's 6 of us at the same apartment building, so we talk on and off all the time about what's going on, and they haven't heard anything either.
I reached out to Harbor to see if there was an update on when the residents would be able to return. They responded saying, in part, Harbor remains firmly committed to rebuilding these apartments and restoring much-needed affordable housing to the Bowling Green community. We are actively working with an architectural firm to finalize construction drawings, which will then be put out for contractor bidding and selection. Harbor explained numerous things put them behind, including issues with stakeholders, federal government shutdowns, and the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. But now, Harbor says they're on track to begin construction by late summer or early fall of 2026.
Nobody likes not being here because it was so quiet and so serene to live here because we didn't have anything to deal with.
I reached out to the Ohio State Fire Marshal's office to see if they had concluded their investigation and determined what the cause of the fire was. However, I haven't heard back at this time. Reporting live in Bowling Green, Laura Sandlin for WTOL 11.